everybody, thanks so much for clicking on my video. This is going to be a try-on haul slash review of the new Tarte Unicorn collection. So I have the brush set, I have the eyeshadow palette, the highlighter, and the rose gold glitter eyeliner. So if you're interested in seeing how these products work in action, keep on watching. So the first thing I want to talk about is the brushes, and this is the box that it comes in. The packaging is absolutely beautiful for this collection. It's very, I feel, spring inspired because of their pastel colors, and it's just very beautiful and bright colors. But I mean, the packaging, come on, can we just get over that for a second? It's so beautiful. In the box, it actually has little unicorn gift wrapping paper. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh, you guys, so adorable. So these are the actual brushes. They come in little plastic sleeves. I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. So these are what the brushes look like close up. They're all pastel colors. And they all have this little unicorn tip. So it comes with a blending brush that has a mint green tip, a flat shader brush which has a turquoise tip. The set also comes with a blush brush slash powder brush, and this is a hot pink tip. This is a flat top contour brush with a fuchsia tip and a small purple powder brush. So these are synthetic fibers on the brushes, which are vegan and cruelty free. I really like that aspect of the brushes. The unicorn part of the brush is really, really beautiful. This feels, you know, not like a light feeling brush. It's not super heavy, but it definitely feels well crafted. Like, it doesn't feel like a cheap quality brush. Out of the 5 brushes included in the set, I would say that these 2 brushes, the blush brush and the blending brush, are the most kind of light and kind of flimsy feeling. And these brushes here are definitely sturdy, and they feel a little bit more dense in the bristles. I don't know if you can really tell in the video, but this is not super dense, this brush, which could have kind of been on purpose to be able to pick up a little bit of a light dusting of product to place on the apples of the cheek, so it's not such a strong color payoff. And the blush, the blending brush could have been that way as well, just to have a little bit more of a diffused look to eyeshadow. It definitely makes sense that this contour brush is the most dense out of the bunch because you can really apply it precisely on the contour areas of your cheek and blend out cream products. Overall, I'm really happy with this purchase. I think these brushes are to die for. They're so cute, and I want to say that they're my favorite of the collections that I've seen so far. I just love the colors of the brushes, and I think they're well made and they look just super gorgeous. Next is the Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek palette, and this is the box that it comes in. And this is the actual palette, which has the same design as some of the other products in the line. I just love how this looks. And this is the back. The back just has a simple gold packaging. It comes with a huge, huge, huge mirror, and it's actually a very nice quality mirror. Like, it looks very true. And these are the actual eyeshadows. I think that this color range is honestly one of the most unique ones I've seen, and it's just so beautiful. I can really see the kind of like fantastical, magical inspiration behind this palette. So it comes with 11 eyeshadow shades, including the one in the middle. You can kind of tell that these are kind of made so that the colors go together, like these colors go together and these colors go together. Obviously you can mix and match and use the colors however you like, but I think that they definitely have created in a way where the colors are kind of in like little quads. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly swatch these so you can see the color payoff. So after swatching all of these eyeshadows, I can only say I'm so happy I got this palette. These are all limited edition products, so if you're something that you really love, I would get it now before it sells out and they're not gonna sell it again, because OMG, this eyeshadow palette is one of the best eyeshadow palettes I have swatched or used in a very long time. The consistency of the shades is just so awesome. The colors are all very beautiful, shimmery, metallic-y colors. Well, one of them is matte, but oh my goodness, I just really, really love this palette. I can't get over like how insanely beautiful and shimmery these colors are. And they weren't crumbly, they felt smooth. Even the ones that look kind of gritty, they have this beautiful metallic sheen to them. And they just applied so nicely on my skin. So the two shades that look kind of sheer on skin is the middle one in the palette, this one right here. So that's this shade swatch right here. Now, you probably can't tell too much, but it's a kind of like a holographic shade because it shines a different color, like has a different shift in it of kind of like a peachy pink shift of like little tiny glitter particles. I think that's color main is to be placed on the inner tear duct to kind of give a little bit of a light there. So it's not like super opaque looking on the skin, but I think it's kind of made like that on purpose to have a reflective property to it. And the other one that doesn't look so opaque is the Pixie shade. Now, I mean this as in like it's not so opaque as in where you don't see any skin peek through a little bit. This is that shade right here. This is another one of those shades where it kind of like has this holographic shift to it, so I don't think it's really meant to be super opaque in coverage, but again, just another really, really gorgeous shade that I cannot wait to use. The one matte in the entire eyeshadow is this color right here called Myth. This is kind of like a warm, dusty brown, I would say. I'm glad that they included a matte color because I think that'll be perfect for blending out in the crease, and I'm definitely gonna try that today. Again, like I just really love these shades. Now, if you just never used color in your eyeshadow looks, I probably wouldn't get this palette because you will probably skip out on the other shades, but I don't think that these colors are that crazy that you couldn't try to incorporate it in your everyday looks. Like you can just put like a little bit on the bottom inner corner of your eye just to add a little pop of color. You can definitely do a lot of things with these colors, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a tutorial right now just to show you how these colors work in action so you can see how they translate to the lid. And I think I'm gonna do the more neutral colors today just to show you what those look like. Now before we get into the tutorial, I want to talk about two more things, the double-ended Tarteist Pro glitter liner and their highlighter. So I want to go over the glitter liner first. First we have a super rose gold glitter here and then a rose gold metallic liner on the other end. It has a little brush tip applicator. It's pretty thin. So this is what they look like swatched. The top one is the glittery one and the bottom one is the metallic rose gold one. I think that the glittery one is going to look so beautiful on the lid or on the bottom lash line. I think it's just so pretty. I'm not really sure yet how I would use this bottom one because I wouldn't really use this as a regular liner like an eyeliner. So I'm going to have to get creative on that. But overall, I think it looks really pretty. Next we have the Tarte Spellbound Glow Rainbow Highlighter. And the outer packaging is a rose gold package with a gold kind of inlay. And this is what the highlighter looks like. It comes with 4 different swipes. So it has a lavender stripe, a kind of like a lilac stripe, a bronze stripe, and a shimmery white stripe. This is what it looks like swatched on my fingers, each stripe. This one is the purple, the pink, the bronze, and the white. So swatched, it looks like really pretty kind of hollow sheen to it. And this is what it looks like with just one swipe down with my fingers. I'm gonna go ahead and go across and see what it swatches like. So this is what it looks like with all the colors mixed together. To me, it kind of looks like a metallic-y, very light lilac color. And this is what that looks like swatched on my hand. I definitely think that this color looks really pretty swatched on my hand. I'm gonna show you towards the end of my tutorial what it's gonna look like on the face, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of primer first. This look is actually super simple and it just looks really pretty and kind of like sultry, but not too much. I'm gonna start by applying first this matte light brown in the palette called Myth with the blending brush. I'm going to apply it to the crease of my eye and just blend it out so I can diffuse the color. I will say that I wish that they made this brush a little bit fluffier because it's a little bit difficult to blend colors really well with this blending brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the middle color, which I don't think has a name as far as I can tell, and apply that to my brow bone. Gives a really gorgeous highlight. Next, with the flat shader brush, I'm going to really pack that onto the brush and get this color called Magic, which is a shimmery toasted brown. And I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. Just really press that color on. It's a super metallic shade, so it just catches the light in a very gorgeous way. I'm going to go back with my blending brush and just make sure I get the edges. I'm going to get a little bit of this peachy holographic shade called Pixie. I'm going to apply that to the inner corner and tear duct of the eye. And just go over the edges a little bit with the blending brush. To give a 3D effect to the eye, I'm going into this color called Trance. It's kind of like a pewter color. And I'm just going to apply that just to the center of the lid. Just so the light catches right in the center and gives kind of a 3D effect. On the tip of the brush, I'm going into this color called Wings. This is a metallic burgundy color. I'm just going to apply that to the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the double-ended glitter liner and I'm going to apply the rose gold glitter on the lower part of the inner tear duct. Just adds a nice little sparkle. So upon initially applying the glitter liner, it burns my eyes a little bit, but after I applied it to the other eye, the burning sensation kind of went away after a while. It's never really happened to me with a glitter liner, so just to note, if you have really sensitive skin, this might kind of burn you a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and apply the other end of the eyeliner on the top lash line of my eye. You can skip this step and just do black, but I thought this kind of added a fun effect to the eye. The only issue with this is it kind of gets in my lashes a little bit, but it comes off when you put mascara. I'm gonna just go ahead and apply some mascara now to both bottom and the top lashes. So this is the finished eye look. Just want to show you what it looks like in a little bit of a lower light setting. I really love how this turned out. I think this definitely can be worn for day or for night, depending on how, you love glitter during the day. But I just really love this palette. I think it's such a beautiful eye look that you can create with all of these shades. And overall, I'm just super happy. So hopefully you guys like the eye look too. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the highlighter now for the face to see what that looks like, and I'm gonna use it with the brushes. So I'm first gonna try to apply the blush with this tulip style blush brush just to see what that looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a couple of swipes across the product. And I'm gonna apply it to my cheekbones. So hopefully you can see the highlighter. It definitely looks very natural. It doesn't look too extremely crazy. I see mostly sheen. I don't really see any glitter particles, which is nice. I think it catches the light in a really nice manner. I'm gonna go ahead and apply with the other brush, which is more stiff, so maybe it'll be more precise. I'm gonna try applying the product on the other side of my face with this brush. Well, that's definitely way more pigmented with this brush, for sure. This looks definitely a lot more obvious. I probably would rather apply this highlighter with this brush. I just like a more diffused, subtle glow than what it looks like on this side. But if you like a little bit more of like a bright highlighter, definitely this brush is the way to go for that type of effect. So we got subtle glow and bam, highlighter. I'll also apply just a touch of the highlighter just on my nose. A little bit of my Cupid. And a little bit on the beginning of the nose. So after trying out the highlighter, I can honestly say it's very beautiful. It gives you a really nice glow, whether you want it to be subtle or very intense. I don't really detect any noticeable glitters or shimmers. It's mostly a sheen, but I think when you look at it really up close, when you swatch it, there are teeny tiny glitters, but on my face, you don't really see glitter, you just see a sheen. So now that I've had a chance to try all of the products that I have, which is the brushes, the eyeshadows, the blush, and the double-ended glitter liner, I can honestly say I'm really impressed with the collection. Out of everything that I have reviewed and used so far, I would say that the main standout for me is the eyeshadow palette. I just cannot get over these beautiful shades that just look so gorgeous on the lids and just give such a beautiful shimmer metallic. I don't have an eyeshadow palette that's exactly like this, so I'm really happy. I have some colors that look similar, like the same like color range, but not like the same metallic sheen. So I really enjoy this palette for that. Now my second favorite would be the brushes, and it's mainly because the packaging is so beautiful. I love all of these face brushes, they're awesome. The eyeshadow brushes are okay. Like the flat shader is fine. It's not the worst, it's not the best eyeshadow brush I've ever used. It's okay. I would give this like a solid B, I would say. I would give this blending brush probably a C. I definitely have used way better blending brushes than this. I just feel like this should have been a little bit fluffier and slightly more dense to be able to expertly blend things out. Like I was still able to do that today, but it just took a little bit more effort. So that's the only brush I would say out of the 4 brushes here that really was kind of a dud, but not absolutely terrible. I think that the highlighter is really pretty, and visually it's really pretty in the pan. I like the colors together. I just think that it looks a little odd, but on the face it just comes together and it gives you a beautiful glow. I can't necessarily say that this highlighter is that much more beautiful than any other highlighter I've used. I definitely think it's very pretty, but if someone saw you wear this highlighter, I don't think they would think it was anything out of the ordinary. So if you already have a ton of highlighting products, I don't think you necessarily need to go and run out and buy this one. I think it's pretty. I definitely give it a solid A for sure, you know, in grading the product, but I don't think you need to go out and spend your money. The packaging is pretty, it does look nice, but if I were you, I'd rather spend my money on the eyeshadow palette. Now the glitter liner, I would give this a B. I think that it definitely is very pretty in the packaging. I would say that the glitter could be a little bit more like impactful, like just a little bit more like opaque, I guess I could say. This top glitter liner, it actually looks a lot prettier than I thought it would. I think this is actually slightly better than the glitter one, and it also does kind of burn my eyes a little bit when I first use it, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I mean, it's not burning me right now, but it definitely burns when I first place it on my eyes, which is weird. This end doesn't burn me at all. So anyways, that was my review slash haul slash try on video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're gonna get any of the items of the collection, and if you have gotten them, what you think about them so far. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.